Welcome, everyone. It's so nice to be with you today. I'm thrilled to join you today for the CambriLearn's Open Day. My name is Amor Vitoni, and it is a privilege for me to host this very special event. So as a homeschooling mom, it's been a rocky road, but also a very good road. I understand the importance of choosing the right educational path for your children, and also for their needs, that empowers growth and also supports us as parents. That's what we all need. So today we'll dive into the incredible world of CambriLearn, where education is flexible, it is supportive and tailored to meet the needs of diverse learners from primary school to high school and beyond. So whether you're here considering CambriLearn as a full-time schooling solution or as an additional support alongside traditional studies, you're in the right place, and you'll get an in-depth look at how CambriLearn creates an inclusive learning environment for everybody, from the British International Curriculum to the South African CAPS curriculum. So CambriLearn support team will be available for this online chat throughout this seminar to answer all your questions throughout the event. So please don't hesitate to ask. There will always be someone answering whatever you need, and if you need help. We also have interactive polls running, so please join us and let us in. Let us know how we can best support you, and your child's educational journey is obviously what we're here to do. So stay tuned till the very end as well, because there's a big surprise happening. I love surprises, and if you enter our live draw, guess what? Ladies specifically, because I know our ladies like to shop, you can win a 2,000 Rand online voucher. So stay tuned until the very, very end. We've got fantastic speakers who are going to take you through all the ropes and turns of CambriLearn, what you can expect and what you need to ask. So thanks for joining us, and let's dive into it. I would like to introduce to you a really amazing lady. She's dynamic, she's gorgeous. Her name is Cecilia Reinaker. She's CambriLearn's co-founder and principal. Welcome, Cecilia.
Thank you very much, Amor. It's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight chatting with you and to everybody else.
Fantastic. You look amazing. And I know you've done so many good things. I've heard so much about you. So this is our first time talking, but you're here to chat to our parents and our scholars who need to know more about CambriLearn. So let's start with the first question. How would you describe CambriLearn? Tell us more about CambriLearn and what we can expect of CambriLearn.
Okay, for sure. So CambriLearn was founded in 2016. And at that stage, we realized that there was a big gap in the market, and a lot of people were looking for high quality, flexible, and affordable education. So a group of us got together, and we realized from day one that high quality teachers and passionate teachers are one of the keys to creating a successful online school. I'm very pleased to be able to say that many of those teachers that started with us in 2016 are still with us today. And that to me is a real testament to the culture of CambriLearn, which filters through to the teaching. I firmly believe that a happy teacher is somebody who's going to be kinder to the students. And that's extremely important to us. Literally something as simple as being kind to the students. I really firmly believe that at the end of the day actually impacts the results as well, because you're kind to them, that motivates them, they feel better, they can build a better relationship with their teacher. When we started in 2016, we started with only IGCSEs and AS levels. That's the high school equivalent for the British curriculum, grade 10, 11, and 12. And then over time, we've grown substantially. We now offer support to students who are doing the Cambridge curriculum. We are accredited with Pearson Edexcel, which is another examination board for the British curriculum. and of course the South African curriculum, the South African CAPS curriculum. And you and I were joking just now about the Afrikaans CAPS curriculum, and we joked and said that we are going to host it in Afrikaans next year.
Ons gaan hom doen in Afrikaans.
Ja, ek is baie opgewonde vir dit.
Baie dankie. So how does CambriLearn's online schooling differ from traditional schooling?
So I think that
because that's the question that many, parents want to ask, how does it differ? What can we expect?
For sure. So the major difference lies in the flexibility and the personalized attention that we are able to offer our students because of the way in which our online school is structured. So our learners are able to work at their own pace. So they can move ahead, or if they're struggling in certain subjects, now this is specifically for the British curriculum, they can actually slow down with certain subjects and progress with others. And that's not going to impact them at the end of the year when they must pass or fail. Whereas, the traditional school approach, you've got to pass all your subjects. If you don't pass one of them, maybe, or two of them, you fail the whole year. So we offer, and I'll speak more about the flexibility of the British curriculum a little bit later. Also, in terms of the teachers, our teachers are very involved with our students, and our students have direct access to our teachers right throughout the day. So we have our own online chat forum, which is obviously moderated, very strictly moderated, and the teachers are able to communicate with the students via voice notes, via normal typing. They can make little videos sending explanations, and all of these students are busy with something completely different. So like my IG physics teacher or my grade 10 physics teacher might be dealing with, quite different topics, but our teachers are used to that because flexibility it's ingrained in absolutely everything we do. Even the way we'll present our live lessons. That's our teachers that are presenting live lessons. We allow our students to rate the live lessons, to rate the quality of our content, and all of that guides us to just continuously improve. Another thing that I like bragging about with CambriLearn is that our learner management system has been created. We created it ourselves. So that also means it's so much easier for us to quickly adapt according to whatever's happening, whereas I actually don't know of any other online schools, I stand to be corrected, that have their own LMS. But I mean, what that just means, basically speaking, is we've got our own software engineers who at any point in time can create things for our online platform, which is fantastic. Another thing is, unlike traditional schools, all our live lessons are recorded and saved to a live lesson library. So this means that the students can rewatch these live lessons. So in the event that you've missed the live lesson because you were at, I don't know, a gym or at tennis, or you were sick, you can rewatch that live lesson. And even
or if you didn't understand, you do want to rewatch. Or I know that, for example, sorry to chip in, I'm just saying, for
please.
example, taking notes, for example, in class and going back home, you only got that one time. So now you can rewatch it when you go to sleep. And while you sleep, it's sitting in the brain. You wake up the next morning, you kind of go, oh, I had another lesson in my sleep. It's kind of like it ciphers into your brain, and it makes it so much more comprehensible.
Absolutely. And when I look at the whole model that we've created, we honestly equip students and parents with absolutely all the skills that they require to succeed. We need the parents and the kids to come to the party. My goal in life is to help students be the best version of themselves. I understand that not all kids are A students. That's okay. You get a kid who's a C student, but I want the students to be able to be the best that they can be. So a C grade, I'm explaining something that everybody understands here, but a C grade for somebody might be like an A grade for somebody else. And that just brings us so much joy to see kids thrive in an online environment where a traditional brick and mortar school simply didn't work for them.
Absolutely, because they go into one direction, everybody follows the water flowing that way, and the minute it does, it diverts anywhere else, it's kind of like you don't fit into that pocket.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
also, I must tell you from a personal point of view, my son, who is hearing disabled, he lost his hearing at the age of 3 years old, and then went to a traditional school, but then fell behind because even though sitting in the front of the class, he couldn't hear everything properly and he had to relearn. And for him to do online for us was so much better. And this is why I always focus on specifically when you have disabilities as well. What better way? Because people boo you, people make jokes of you if you don't fit into, like I say, the normal run of the mill at school. And so for him, it's been amazing. He has thrived and he has just been unbelievably amazing. And hears and examines and tutors, and he's got a scribe and a tutor, and that's amazing. And he's finished.
That's amazing.
And I'm so proud
that's
of
incredible.
him.
That is exactly. I mean, we have a lot of students who've got challenges like that, but then we've also just got parents who maybe want to travel the world, and online schooling just fits their schedule better. And I often speak to, because I think a lot of people meet me and think that I'm one of those that I'm going to try and push online schooling down onto you. I know that online schooling is not for everybody. A traditional school fits. I mean, I loved a traditional brick and mortar school, but there is a huge part of the market that needs high quality online schooling, and that's what we want to do. We want to support. We want to support those people.
Can I ask you another question?
Of course.
That's not even in the script. I just want to ask you, for example, if you're doing online schooling, how do you keep track of the students? For example, if they don't want to learn on the day and they're lying in their bed and they're working on their computer, and doing their thing, how do you keep track that they are on track? Do parents have a tracking system?
They do. We have a guardian tracker, absolutely, but we also have a dedicated academic support team, and their main role is to monitor every single student. Obviously, this is integrated with our LMS again. So our LMS actually automatically generates triggers. So as soon as the system picks up that a child hasn't been active or has missed an assessment or isn't attending live lessons, so that's one of the ways. And then the other way is through the teachers. So the teachers will reach out to academic support and just say, so-and-so hasn't been attending his live lessons recently or his Q&As. Is everything okay? So it's there's a system in place to monitor that.
Okay, so I'd like to ask you as well. So pupils who complete their online schooling with CambriLearn, do they get accepted into universities?
Absolutely. So a student who completes online schooling with CambriLearn has the exact same opportunity to get into a university as a student in a traditional school. The exit exams that are written, I'm sure you would know this, are exactly the same.
Yes.
Of course, it does depend on their grades, as always, and whether they took the correct combination of subjects to get in for whatever particular course they're interested in. We have, I mean, I can tell you, sitting here, we have had students who have gone South Africa, all South African universities, from Stellenbosch to Wits to University of Cape Town, but internationally, we've had students, the University of Glasgow, the London School of Economics, we've had Johns Hopkins University, we've had the University of Tel Aviv. So a lot of the students who follow the British curriculum, they often want to go to an international university. So they do their A-levels, and absolutely,
Absolutely. So talking about the British curriculum, I'd like to know, what is the difference between the British curriculum and CATS?
So it's quite a big question. So we can break it down. We can look at the assessment, so how the assessments works and the assessments work. We can look at the level of flexibility, and then we can also look at how it's structured. So CAPS is quite strict in the sense that if you enter grade 1 CAPS, you've got to take life orientation. You've got to take life orientation up until you get to matric. When you start the foundation phase, which is your grade 1 to grade 3, you have to take 4 subjects. You've got to start them all, and you've got to pass them all together to pass the grade. Now, the British curriculum is different. In the lower grades, it's not as content heavy. So there are not as many subjects. And a lot of people find this very strange. But the British curriculum originally would focus only on math, English, and science at the lower grades. Because, I mean, if you think about it, if you can grasp English, if you could truly grasp English, that's automatically going to help you with subject like economics and business studies. So they focus on that. Excuse me, we just
have your water.
Sorry. And then at foundation 1 and foundation 2 level, that's the grade 7, 8, and 9 equivalent. There, some schools start introducing extra subjects, which is exactly what we've done. And we've actually created a lot of our own courses simply to give our students a bit of exposure. Because, I mean, this to me is very strange. And when I was exposed to the British curriculum 15 years ago, but the first time some students are exposed to subjects like economics and accounting are when they get to IGCSE, where even a subject like history, whereas with the CAPS curriculum, you introduced to that much earlier. So, you know, there are differences, but yeah, so that's the structure of the curriculum. Then when it comes to the assessments, this is quite an interesting one. With CAPS, you've got school-based assessments, and these school-based assessments are done throughout the year. So you've got your assignments and your projects, that sort of thing, and that all contributes to the final year mark. Whereas with Cambridge or with Pearson Edexcel, those are 2 exam bodies, you write your exam, your IG exam at the end of the year. That's that. There's nothing else to contribute to that exam. But the benefit there is you can retake the exam, and you can choose when you want to write it. You can write it in May, June, or in October, November. And Pearson Edexcel has taken this a step further. They even have a modular approach to exams. So you can even split the paper. So you can write paper 1 in May, June, and paper 2 in, let's say, October, November. And let me tell you one additional thing with the British curriculum. Pearson Edexcel has even introduced remote exams, where students can now write their exam from their home. Obviously, there's a very strict, process, and it comes with a cost. But
yeah, I was to ask you, you've got to monitor them, right?
100%. No, there's a very strict process, but that's the level of flexibility. So somebody who can't travel, maybe you're in the middle of the Bundu somewhere, you don't want to travel 8 hours, I don't know, to Cape Town to write your exam. So that is where we are going. This flexibility in education is, it's quite impressive. But you'll meet with one of our education consultants a little bit later, and she'll explain to you a little bit more how things work. And our education consultants meet with parents and advise them, because I know it's a bit of an information overload. All this in
So, But you know what is amazing is that you actually give a helping hand to anybody who can't go to school, who can have a computer or a phone and study online. That's what you're offering. You're saying everybody can study.
Absolutely.
And that's what is amazing. But I'm so looking forward to the testimonials of the learners, because I did actually see a review the other day when I was doing a little insert on CambriLearn, and I actually read a little testimonial of a mother, and she said, it's the best decision I have ever made in my life is to approach CambriLearn, and my child has just thrived. And this mother was so ecstatic, and it is, because whatever your child does, succeed, the failures, the everything in life, it's threefold on a mother or a father, or as a couple together. And as a single parent, for me, it's been a hard road to follow, but at the end of the day, I can honestly say it's the best road that we have chosen specifically for my son. Which has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, you know what I'd like to do is share the short video of all the CambriLearn learners and the real difference that was made in their lives and the journey to education, etc. And I'd love to hear all of this. This is a great way to see firsthand why CambriLearn's approach works so well with families worldwide. So let's take a look.
Let's go.
Let me tell you about my journey with CambriLearn. It all started back in 2021 when there was lockdown after lockdown after lockdown. At the end of the day, I wasn't getting much school done. So we decided to move to CambriLearn, and that was the best decision we ever made. In particular, I greatly enjoy science. I've enjoyed learning so many new interesting things that I never knew before. I really love the teachers. They are so good at what they do. They're very dedicated, and the students as well. It's just such a lovely community of people. I've been able to be a part of a couple of talent shows, which has been so lovely. I won a couple of good prizes. And I was even able to be part of a documentary. So yeah, it's actually been such an incredible journey so far.
And how has it helped you achieve your dreams?
Well, I greatly enjoy singing and playing piano. So this has really helped because I've been in a few shows. I've been in a couple of plays as well. And this gives me the opportunity to do this because during the play, there was some practices during school times, but then when I'm not practicing for the play, then I can do the school in the background. So it's very mobile. You can take your school wherever you want to go. And yeah, it just gives me that extra time that I need. And then I can squeeze my music into gaps with the school. And you don't waste time because you don't have to spend 30 minutes with a break when you only need a 10-minute break, you know? You can be as productive as you want to be. So yeah, that really helps with my music and stuff to make more time for that. So yeah.
My name is Binta Langa. I'm currently studying my IGCSE level chemistry and AS level business. So after a great chat with your team in December 2022, we were allowed to actually activate my subscription later, which worked out perfectly when I got the opportunity to act on an SABC3 show called 100 Days to Succeed. Thanks to the flexibility of CambriLearn, I was able to take a pause on my academics, focus on my acting career, then jump right back in and still ace my exams. I even got a 94 on my French exam, only thanks to CambriLearn's flexibility. This year has been just as awesome. I love my teachers. I love how comprehensive the notes are and how fun the lessons are. I can't wait to carry on with CambriLearn through my AS levels, and the scholarship would help me do just that.
Hey, I'm Luke. I'm a 16-year-old living in Mauritius, doing my IGCSEs through CambriLearn online. Now, why did I choose CambriLearn? It's because I wanted a modern, flexible system that fitted my schedule. CambriLearn is also so convenient because you're able to learn anywhere, anytime. It has given me the freedom to pursue my passions academically and in my personal life. Now, I'm a person who loves the outdoors, whether that be hiking, kayaking, cycling. With conventional school, I did not have the time and freedom to do what I wanted to do. Before, I had to spend 2 hours on a bus getting to and from school every day. CambriLearn has empowered me to balance my studies and my personal goals. If you want to take control of your academic career, make sure you switch CambriLearn.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's so good to hear all of these, just all of the students being so passionate about what they do and how they do it. I wish I had this when I was young at school, because then I would have definitely chosen CambriLearn, because then I would have had more time to be singing and performing and dancing and doing all of that. But it's amazing how they achieve their dreams and what you have to offer. So one of the students mentioned the live lessons. Is it Tanika now with us, eh? Hi, Tanika.
Hi.
Tanika, lekker. Nice to hear from you. You're looking good.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Nice to meet you too. Can you tell us more about the live lessons, perhaps?
Yes, thank you, Amor. I think Cecilia actually mentioned the live lessons earlier. She said that they were recorded, and that's correct. So they linked to the lesson content, which is amazing because then our students can revisit those lessons at any time. But what's great about the live lessons is that they summarize the learning content for the week into a very organized and engaging presentation. So that part of the presentation is recorded, and then the students also get a chance to interact with the teacher and ask questions. So I think that that's very helpful. And not only that, but a lot of these lessons include live quizzes. And I love that because that's really important. I want to focus here now on the interaction because, you know, my whole thing is the primary school. I'm very involved in the primary school. And we know that in the primary years, our children's academic development is obviously vital. So we try at CambriLearn to put a lot of focus on interaction in the lessons. And this just ensures that, you know, the kids are getting the best learning experience, that it's actually tangible. Obviously, we need, as Cecilia said earlier, we need parent and tutor involvement, you know, and intervention, because that's paramount to a student's success. But that being said, our teachers also genuinely care and they take note of each child's progress. So as Cecilia said, we've got a dedicated success support team. So if there's any concerns about a student's development, the teacher will get hold of the academic support team, and then the academic support team will reach out to the parents. So, you know, there is that kind of, you know, communication that where the teacher can actually give support to the parents through academic support. And funny enough, we actually have parents who reach out to us for guidance and support, and we're always there to support them.
I think the parents are always the ones that need the support more than the kids.
Well, that's it, because, you know, they play a really important role because this is so I just want to talk more about, you know, how that works when the parents are involved in the day of a Cambri learner. What does that look like? So our young Cambri learners are not sitting in front of their laptops all day. I mean, we saw that now when we saw the videos of the students and how they describe their days. The live lessons and Q&As are actually spread out throughout the week. So, you know, there's a lot of space to breathe. And the lesson plans are extremely thoughtful. They are created in a way that parents or tutors can use many different kinds of resources to try and make the learning of a topic more concrete. So there's all kinds of things like worksheets, notes, cutouts, videos. So it's really comprehensive and very helpful. And also what's important to note, just something that I'm very excited about, is that we started this year to actually cater for children from 4 years of age. So for the British curriculum, for the British curriculum, we've got an early years program. So that teaches our young learners how to read and write, and also just introduces them to the concept of numbers. And then also for CAPS, we've got our grade R. And I mean, everyone knows what grade R is. It's basically getting our grade ones ready for big school.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds amazing. I mean, you know, you guys are definitely ahead of the pack. And also I've read somewhere, which probably Suzette will tell us more about. She's in marketing and all sorts. Tell us more about it. But you have been, or CambriLearn has been granted one of the best, or in fact, the top rated homeschool in South Africa or around the world.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. So,
I want to ask you this. As a homeschooling mom, it was always my big concern that there was not going to be the social interaction. I'm sure a lot of parents would agree with me and ask this question. How do students maintain the social interaction while homeschooling?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I think it's a big question for many parents. I really agree that it's important. I mean, even if, you know, you're doing your own thing at home or outside of school, it's important to feel that you're part of a community. You know, there's obviously many homeschooling groups and homeschooling communities that do arrange activities and things. So homeschooling parents that are new to this can go and look out for those. And I think we've even got a few, you know, you can connect to some parents through CambriLearn. And I mean, signing your child up for an extracurricular activity is also a great way to get them involved and to build relationships. So here at CambriLearn, we actually do have some extracurriculars. I want to tell you about SEL. So SEL is social and emotional learning. We have 2 courses. One is for age 6 to 8 and the other for 9 to 12. And I just love this course. It's so effective. I mean, we get so many great reviews. Parents often will come back to the teachers and say, thank you so much for, you know, everything this year, because it's a really personal, you can imagine it's quite a personal course. The children, it's not like a live lesson. It's more like a Q&A where they actually engage and they talk about you know, things to do with emotional intelligence, because that's what that's about. It's about guiding children through developing their emotional intelligence in real life scenarios. So there's some of the topics that are covered are identifying and managing emotions, thoughtful decision making, how to be a good friend. There's just so much. So that's a great one. So more about social, I just want to talk a little bit more about social interaction. And one of the things that was amazing this year was our school camps. Yes, we literally had students stay over at a camp, make potjies, do obstacle courses. So yeah, it was a great success. We had one in Cape Town and one in Johannesburg, and there were students from all different age groups and across the curriculums. You know, we didn't confine anything, but there were definitely friendships made, a lot of fun and adventure had, and I believe even parents connected. So that was a great success. Yeah. And then not only that, but in the primary school, we do focus a lot on social activities that kind of, you know, promote the students to get involved. So we have things like dress-up days and art and writing competitions. We also have an exercise club. So there's a lot going on other than just the academics.
That's amazing. And it's also important, I think, as parents, to keep your child active over and beyond, you know, the online, you know, do all the extra other things. But it's good to know that, you know, it's a lovely insight into primary school, the fun days and the extracurriculars. And well done. This is absolutely amazing. Well done. Thank you so much, Danica. Well, you know what? I'd like to ask Andrea, I believe she's a Spanish lady of CambriLearn's. She's the one of the educational consultants. Thank you so much, Danica. So here we go with Andrea. Andrea, are you here? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, you are. How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
Did I pronounce your name right?
Yes, 100%. Thank you.
Okay, because I know that when people do pronounce names differently, I know that people come to me and they go, Amore or something else, then it kind of like goes, okay, well, that wasn't great. But
it's always very appreciated when people ask how to pronounce the name. So
absolutely. But Andrea, you know, as you know, parents, they'd like to ask you, okay, so we've heard all of this, we have seen, how do we start our online journey and how do the school fees work?
Right. So the first step to getting started with CambriLearn is to meet with one of us, the education consultants. So the consultations are designed to help students and parents feel confident and really well informed about their decision. During the session, we really do take the time to understand the students' unique needs, their academic background, as well as their academic and their personal goals. So we guide parents through these important decisions, such as selecting the right curriculum and selecting the correct subjects. And if it comes to a point where the parent is uncertain about the student's academic level, we offer placement tests to ensure that they're placed correctly and set up for success.
That is amazing. So, yeah, no, carry on, sorry.
Sorry, so during these sessions, what we also discuss is package needs. So it was mentioned earlier that we do have several different packages. So we discuss which package is best suited to the student's needs. We offer 3 tiers, the starter, the standard, and the premium. So it's been mentioned that CambriLearn was built on the principle that no student has the same needs. So we customize our offering for that. So as such, the fees are package, subject, and level dependent. And this is all discussed during the consultations as well as in, you know, follow-up conversations and meetings. Once the student's ready to move ahead, the enrollment is very straightforward. The process involves setting up profiles on our dashboard and our LMS, like Cecilia was talking about, for the students and for the guardian. So you'd add your subjects to your cart and you'd complete the checkout process very seamlessly. A really important part of this enrollment process is linking the guardian and the student's account. So we also touched on this briefly before. This is to get access to the student tracker. So the student tracker gives you access to monitor the student's progress, their attendance, and their results, so that you get a full view of how they're performing. Once this entire process is complete, you'll need to also purchase the textbooks. So those are listed on our website, and you will be able to purchase them from one of our recommended suppliers. Again, the books can be purchased as hard copies or ebooks. depending on the student's preference. So we have a lot of students who prefer to have physical books, to write and scratch in. And we also have a lot of students who prefer to, see it in front of their screen. So we give you that option, whatever works best for the student. So as soon as it's all set up, the student can start their academic journey on our learning portal.
Great. So you did mention the starter, the standard, and the premium packages. The key difference, if you can name one word between the key differences between the three.
Sure, of course. So I'll give you a little bit of an overview. It's really important, to understand the differences quite in depth. The starter package is our learning support package. So this is typically for students who are already enrolled in school who require supplementary resources, or for students who are attending one of our affiliated tutor centers or learning hubs. So with this package, what you get access to is our learning content, the recordings of the live video lessons, assessments, as well as really detailed marking schemes for independent marking. A tier above this is our standard package, which is our complete virtual homeschooling solution. This is for students who require slightly less teacher intervention. You get access to our learning content, live lessons that take place on Zoom, recorded lessons, recordings of these live lessons, supplementary video resources, marked assessments and exams, and report cards. So the top tier, which is our most comprehensive option, it's designed for students who benefit from additional teacher assistance. It's got all of the same features of the standard package, but it has additional fully interactive Q&A sessions, direct messaging with a subject teacher on the student dashboard, and marked mock exams, which is really, really fantastic for students who are doing IGCSE, AS, and A levels. And then as we mentioned before, on both the standard and premium packages, each learner is paired with an academic success consultant. They will follow up with the students, they'll offer them advice, and they'll help them stay on track throughout their entire learning journey with us. Then we also have the academic support, where automated triggers alert our team if a student is struggling.
It's amazing. It's so nice that you tailor-made, packages for students, because like you say, we're not born all the same. We don't all want the same thing in life. And if you tailor-make something to someone, so much more and so much better for a parent. I'll tell you what, as a parent, if your child is happy, you're happy.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Thank you so much, Andrea. So remember, the support team is available. You'll be available to answer all the questions, right? In this live chat. Thank you so, so much for doing all of this. And also, I'd like to ask Andrea, the big question is, why should a parent choose CambriLearn? I mean, there are so many options out there. Why should you learn or choose CambriLearn? And what sets CambriLearn apart from any other online school?
So I'm going to jump in here, Amor, because the perfect person to answer this question is Suzette. Suzette is she's our head of marketing.
She's such a lovely lady.
Absolutely. And she's got all the data to answer this question. I will ramble on for hours and tell you why people love CambriLearn, but I'd like you to hear it from Suzette.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cecilia. Hi, everybody. As Cecilia mentioned, my name's Suzette. So the biggest thing to note is that CambriLearn isn't an online school that popped up during the COVID pandemic. CambriLearn is well-established, well-resourced online school that was founded years ago, 2016, Cecilia said. So as an online school, CambriLearn stands out in numerous ways, offering a world-class education and a community that helps the students thrive. We are so proud to be rated the top online school in South Africa.
Wow.
I have done the research, and as you can see, CambriLearn's ratings outrank those of other online schools in South Africa in terms of Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and Hello Peter reviews. This is a massive feather in our cap and reflects our family's trust and satisfaction in the product and the platform. Our client support team is consistently praised for their responsiveness and their support. The overwhelmingly positive feedback we receive from parents and students is a testament to CambriLearn's commitment. We have an exceptionally high retention rate, and this indicates the value and results we deliver. Reassuring families that CambriLearn is a school that they can trust and rely on. While learning and the learning experience is at the core of the work we do, we prioritize the after-sales experience. Our commitment to being there for the families every step of the way, even after their journey with us officially begins. This ensures our families feel supported and cared for throughout their time with CambriLearn.
You're amazing. Suzette, you just know what to say and how to say it. And also, you are an amazing person. You look amazing too, by the way. I've learned so much from Suzette just speaking to her about CambriLearn so thank you so much. There's so much information to take home with you as a parent, as a scholar, whomever you are, watching and engaging in tonight's open day or today's open day. It's amazing. But there's another thing that I have to say. There's an exciting announcement, which is always amazing. CambriLearn would like to offer you, listening, early access to our exclusive Black Friday deal. So that is 10% off, yes, 10% off your fees when you purchase any standard or premium package curriculum. You've heard right. 10% off your fees when you purchase any standard or premium curriculum package. Now, all you need to do is sign up for the existing offer. All you need to do is to select yes. Select yes on the poll that will pop up on your screen. CambriLearn's admissions team will then contact you to sign up. So just select yes on the poll, and that's all you need to do. Easy as that. Even me, who's not that computer literate, I must tell you, I just know where to switch it on and off. That's about me. But while you let us know what you think and what you thought about this and advantage of this amazing offer, take it on. Let's hear about more of the CambriLearn families and what they have to say.
Hi, my name is Viviana. I live in Mozambique and I am a mother of 3 students with CambriLearn. Today I want to share about Mateus, my youngest one, who is in PS3 and his journey with the program. Mateus used to struggle a lot in regular school, so we decided to make this move of bringing him home so I could help him. But I would need the special support with a structured curriculum, the support of professionals that would assess him and help me to keep him on track without requiring him to stay all day in front of a screen. How glad I am we chose CambriLearn, because I found all those answers, all I was looking for, and he's not only improving academically, but also his confidence is back. And for me, this means everything. So thank you, CambriLearn, for helping my kids to thrive.
My name is Sid Katz, a grade 4 learner at CambriLearn. In my old school, there were almost 50 kids in my class, and I struggled to keep up. But now I can work at my own pace and I can review recorded lessons whenever I need to. Because of this, my grades have improved and so has my Afrikaans. This scholarship would mean the world to me. It would help me continue to learn in an environment where I can thrive and play. I believe in the power of education and knowledge. CambriLearn provides me with the best route to success and the best opportunity to achieve my dreams. Thank you, CambriLearn, for all your help. Peace.
Hey everyone, my name is Lily Heaney. I'm 17 years old and currently one of the top junior surfers in South Africa. I'm studying the British curriculum through CambriLearn because it really benefits me as an athlete. Because there is no decent schooling in the small town of Port Alfred, my parents discovered CambriLearn. I'm able to train as much as I need, as well as keep up with my schoolwork. After receiving good results throughout 2023, I ended up making the South African junior team and represented my country at the ISA World Junior Surf Championships in Brazil. CambriLearn has allowed me to achieve some of my greatest goals and ensure that my education is top tier.
Hi there, my name is Jess and I'm an AS level student with CambriLearn. I choose CambriLearn because I get to study an internationally accredited curriculum without the rigidity of in-person school. I'll admit I was a bit nervous when I first started online school, but the amazing team of teachers really helped smoothen the transition and allowed me to achieve my goals in the exams.
I love the flexibility of CambriLearn. I can work anytime, any place without restrictions.
Although an excellent timetable is available, I get to manage my own time and go as in-depth on a specific topic as I want. This allows me to be fully prepared and confident for the exams. Studying at CambriLearn makes me more motivated and excited to learn when I wake up. Speaking of, I need to start my schoolwork.
All right, so I think I'll just jump in here because I know that we're going to announce the winner now for the lucky draw. So I'm going to wait for somebody. Oh, there we go. We've got the winner, and the winner is Mohammed Ibrahim. Well done. I'm sure somebody will get hold of you and send you. Yeah, we will contact you and we will send you the prize. So it's a 2,000 Rand online shopping voucher. So I hope you get to buy yourself something special.